Do these posts look familiar to you? Unless you're living under a rock, you probably have seen one of these photos. What's super not known though is these graphics paved the way for this creator to print a 7-figure business. And it all happened within 18 months. Want to know how he did it? My name is Greg Eisenberg, and in this video, I'm gonna break down how one man, Jack Butcher, was able to build a multi-million-dollar business and how you or anyone in the world could do the same. Let's get started. The story of Jack Butcher is a testament to the power of the internet and the times that we live in today. The old way of doing business was buying attention on places like television, classified ads, radio. It was all designed to interrupt you. But that's a thing of the past. The new way of doing business is what I call the ACP funnel. That stands for audience, community, and product. If you want to know more about the ACP funnel, I created a whole other video explaining it in depth with a creator called Thomas Frank, who's made millions of dollars using this exact playbook. You can check that out for more context. But if Thomas Frank's effectiveness wasn't enough to convince you of the effectiveness of the ACP funnel, let's take a look on how Jack Butcher used the exact same playbook to make $180,000 a month in revenue with his online business. Stage 1, audience. After years of working at different design agencies in New York City, where he got to work with big names like Ralph Lauren, Jack decided it was time to build his own thing. That's when he started an agency called Opponent. Visualize Value, his 7-figure business, was actually the brainchild of Opponent's lead gen system. Jack started to share on X, formerly known Twitter, these minimalist black and white graphics he did for clients as a way to drive demand towards his main agency. But Jack's content wasn't getting enough traction. And the reason for this was the subjects of much of these graphics were, well, pretty boring. I don't know about you, but no matter how good a supply chain logistics graphics looks, chances are I'm not sharing it. So Jack noticed this and stopped sharing client work. That stuff was not working. And then created graphics that explain these business and philosophical concepts, which were way more likely to drive engagement on X. He was neither a philosopher or a business expert himself, so how was he going to come up with all these ideas for content? That's when he came up with a genius tactic called permissionless apprentice. Jack took existing concepts from big names like Naval Ravikant and explained them using his unique graphic style. Soon, the likes, the retweets, they just came pouring in. He borrowed Naval's credibility and married it with the beauty of his unique designs, which led him to build a big audience. Stage 2, community. Jack's audience was not only stoked about all the incredible graphics he was putting out, but also the quantity of the graphics he was putting out, 10 to 12 graphics per day. Because of that, his audience naturally began to ask him how the hell he manages all his time. Now, if there's one thing people love, it's a proven step-by-step DIY system that they could follow. So Jack developed a system called the Daily Manifest, which he used to structure his day. So he packaged it up and turned it into a $19 PDF available for purchase. That was his first product. But the dollars he earned wasn't the only thing he benefited from in that transaction. Every person who bought the Daily Manifest was added to his digital community. So now the second stage of the ACP funnel was complete. Stage 3, product. At this point, a guy in Austin, Texas by the name of David Perell, a well-known writer who was part of Jack's community, made a tweet that completely changed the course of his business. He said, "I would love to learn how to design like Visualize Value." And he bet that a lot of other people were willing to pay for it if he was. So Jack jumps into the comments and asks his community, is this something that they'd be interested in? The likes and replies start rolling in. His audience was telling him exactly what they wanted from Visualize Value, the exact problems that they are struggling with. Rather than wondering what product he can make, Jack had a community who were already invested and who he can listen to and engage with to get ideas. Jack knew exactly what his community's problems were and how to solve them. All he needed to do was build that product that would solve their pains. In the following months, Jack created a course called Build Once, Sell Twice. And his digital products were hitting $180,000 of revenue per month. And by the way, the margins were probably 99%. You gotta love community-based products. Because he didn't need to spend a lot of time or spend a lot of money marketing his course, because he had the buy-in from the community from day one. And that's the story of how Jack Butcher built his 7-figure annual business by leveraging the power of online communities. Or in other words, by leveraging the ACP funnel. He chose a format, built an audience, designed a community for that audience, and gave them the product they needed to achieve their goals. Of course, the story didn't end with one product. Jack's understanding of his community meant that he could continue to innovate and expand. Today, there's multiple courses that Jack has for different needs, different tools to help individuals or businesses visualize their ideas, and merchandise and NFTs for his community. From those simple black and white graphics to a multifaceted business empire without having to raise a single dollar from venture capitalists, Jack's journey is a testament to the power of the ACP funnel. It's about more than just business. It's about understanding. It's about evolving. It's about thriving with your community. And you can do it too. Just be loud on the internet, create a design format that works for you, become a permissionless apprentice, build that community, listen and engage with them, and build that product that is gonna solve their needs. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye.